Hi everyone, welcome to the Green Lilies YouTube channel. My name is Lily and I run a new daily vegan eco blog called greenlilies.com, where I aim to make the vegan and eco lifestyle more accessible for the everyday public, whether it be for health, environmental, or animal welfare reasons. If you've been following my blog, you'll know that I primarily do written articles, so this channel isn't necessarily meant to replace that, but rather be something that's added as a weekly feature. Although my friends and followers have been requesting videos, I've hesitated only because I don't really have any film editing experience at all, and this is actually my very first YouTube video I've ever done, so I don't even know if I'm looking at the camera correctly. But please bear with me as I grow in this experience, and hopefully this will enhance the blog in a beneficial way. Anyways, so some of you guys have been requesting that I do kind of like a favorites video of my favorite vegan things. And I have many favorite vegan things, as I'm sure we all do, so it's kind of hard to narrow it down, but I did pick 10 for this time, and I will do future videos with the same theme. And so, of course, all of them are vegan, and most of them are eco, so let's get started. The very first thing is this Acure Organics shampoo. I wanted to do this because many people are always asking me what kind of shampoo I recommend that is cruelty-free. And I would just like to add that it's obviously being cruelty-free is definitely essential, but beyond that, always keep in mind that just because something may say natural on the cover or on the front, always look at the back ingredients. Even if it's sold in a natural health store, it doesn't mean that it's not full of chemicals. Unfortunately, a lot of companies market themselves as being safe and non-toxic, and then when if you go to, say, I always suggest people go to the ewg.org cosmetic database and type in the name of your product, and it'll show you how toxic it is, and you'll be surprised how many companies that say they're organic or say they're natural and really they're not. So always go for something with the green score. But anyway, so this is the great brand. This one is the normal formula, but they have many formulas, and it says on the cover that, or on the front, that it's color safe, vegan, gluten-free, sulfate-free, paraben-free, phthalate-free, cruelty-free, no synthetic fragrance, and 100% biodegradable. And also, all these ingredients are fine. They're totally plant-based, and it's also made with fair trade certified ingredients, and it's very concentrated, so a little bit goes a long way. It smells great. It smells wonderful, and it keeps my hair clean really well. And I would say, from what I remember, the price was probably about $8, which is a little bit more expensive than a standard drugstore item, which is probably, I don't know, $3 to $4 for shampoo. But it's totally worth it because you're not getting all the scary chemicals. And, it's really important for us to remember that whenever we're rubbing something into our scalp or any part of our skin, it's going to go into our bloodstream. And it's going to, obviously be very toxic to our health. And many people have actually cured health problems by switching from non-organic beauty products to organic stuff. So definitely keep that in mind. And also I was going to add that once I'm done with this, I'm actually going to try the no poo method. And I don't mean poo as in poop or crap. I mean no shampoo, because many people actually just wash their hair with baking soda. And so I want to try that out. And that's obviously very cost effective if you're worried about that, because baking soda, I'd say for a box is what, like $1, and it lasts forever. And I already use apple cider vinegar to condition my hair, and it works really well. As you can tell, my hair is it's in pretty good shape. I've never had any problems with tangles, split ends, or anything like that. And it gives you that luscious bounce that you need as a woman. So that is the first thing. So Acure Organic shampoo. The second thing would be this jar of coconut oil. So this is Aunt Patty's brand, but you can, any jar of organic unrefined coconut oil works well. And unless you've been living under a rock, you may have noticed that coconut oil has been a trend lately, which is kind of funny because it's oil. And I don't really cook with oil at all anymore. I don't really consume it, and but I heard that this does work nicely as like kind of a butter replacement. But what I do use for it is I use it to wash my face, and some people think that's crazy. Why would you wash your face with oil? But actually, oil cleanses oil, and it's great for acne-prone skin, for dry skin. And when you use this, and it's actually a natural antiseptic and antibacterial. And when you use this, anyways, you don't have to use makeup remover, you don't have to use toner, you don't have to use an added moisturizer, you don't have to buy an extra anti-wrinkle cream. It's an all-in-one solution. It works great. And I also use this to clean my body because soaps, since I have naturally dry skin, I grew up in Colorado. I think that screwed my skin over. Sorry, Colorado, it's true. Um, but I don't smell. It works really well, and it also works great as a hair mask. I use it to deep condition my hair once in a while. You can use it as a lip gloss. You can mix it with baking soda and spearmint oil and use it as toothpaste. So if you think about all the beauty products that you use, all the money and all the packaging, all that combined, compared to this, this is such a better deal because, for example, this is a pretty good size jar. This was about $6-7 with tax, and it's gonna last forever. So something to think about. Coconut oil. The next thing would be I wanted to show you one of my favorite books. So I don't know. First of all, this is called The Beginner's Guide to Natural Living by Larry Cook. And I don't know if this book just didn't get a lot of press. Maybe it did, and maybe I just didn't know about it. But I had never known about it until I saw it one day at just some smaller bookstore, and I absolutely love it. It's my favorite resource now, and for a long time I've lived a pretty holistic lifestyle, but when I read this I realized there were so many things I didn't know. So he goes over everything from food to cleansing, detoxing, lifestyle, beauty products, hygiene products, all those things, supplements, cleaning out your colon, everything. And he talks about medicine. And one thing that really got me that I never even thought about was like holistic dentistry. And aside from switching to organic toothpaste, I just never thought about that stuff. So this is awesome. You can get it on Amazon. He has a website that you can go to, and I think you can even download it as an ebook for a lot less expensive than just buying the hard copy. But definitely essential for any somebody who's health conscious. So I love this, and yeah, it's great. Check it out. The next thing is, speaking of supplements, is this MacroLife Naturals Macro Greens Super Nutrient Rich Superfoods Powder. And basically this is a raw, organic, GMO-free, gluten-free, low-carb powder that you can add to smoothies or juices. You don't need a blender though, or a juicer. You can just, you can add it to like a plant milk. Like sometimes I'll put it in some almond milk with, some like matcha powder and drink it like a little matcha latte. And it's great. And it says that it surpasses the raw food nutrition of 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. And people are, sometimes worry about trying these things because they're worried that it's going to smell or taste bad. And I won't lie, some of the things I've tried have smelled bad and tasted bad. But this actually tastes really good. From what I remember, this actually reminds me of Fruity Pebbles. So it's delicious in smoothies, and I would say it's kid friendly. I would give it to a kid. I'm sure they would like it. And it says it optimizes pH for stimulant-free and energy and health. And it's full of all kinds of health properties and things like chlorophyll and chlorella, all that stuff, spirulina. And my friends, often ask me, how do I feel about supplements? Because some people say, oh, you shouldn't rely on those, and some people say it's essential. My thing is that, and this is actually something I learned from the book by Larry Cook, and I've learned it from other resources too, is that first of all, is that I like to look at my food as my supplement. So I like to get a wide variety of whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and that is my supplement. So I don't like to think of vitamins as being a replacement for that. I don't believe in the whole eating like crap and then just taking a vitamin and be like, okay, I'll be fine. No, I don't believe in that. But the one thing that he mentioned, and I've heard many nutritionists mention this, holistic nutritionists anyway, that our soil is very depleted, and that's a way that we're supposed to get our source of nutrients. It's very depleted because of agriculture and factory farming. For example, like B12. A lot of people think that B12 is a nutrient you can only get from animals. Actually, B12 is a bacteria. So there's nothing we can't get from a vegan diet that, there's nothing we can, that we can't get, or nothing we can't get from other places that we can't get through a vegan diet. Wanted to rephrase that. And so, but because our soil is so depleted, and that's the way we naturally got it, some people get out, you can get B12 through algae, you can get it through the soil, or you can get it through the gut of the animal. But because our soil is depleted, not a lot of people eat algae, that's why a supplement comes in handy. So, with all that said, I like to think of these supplements as kind of like an added insurance. And I think you can never be too careful these days, considering all the gunk and crap and scary stuff that just goes on in the food industry, no matter what diet you're on, no matter, whatever you eat. I think you can never be too careful. That's just me. But this tastes good. I guarantee you'll like it, so try it out. That's that. The next thing would be these cat treats. These are from Barkaboo Bakery. They have an Etsy shop you can check out. I bought these through, I found out about them at, World Fest, which is an annual eco-vegan festival in California. And but I bought them through a site called, ecodogsandcats.com or .net. I'll look for the link and I'll put it below. And I love that site because everything is eco-vegan, totally chemical-free, toxic-free, the best stuff for your furry babies. And the reason I wanted to feature this is because, I'm sure if you have cats and you're vegan, you know that there aren't really any options, period. I had no idea that a vegan cat treat even existed until I saw these. And my cats love them, and they think they're delicious. And these come in 3 flavors from what I remember. These are the rye treats, and I'll list off the ingredients. They're just made of rye flour, soy flour, vegetable oil, molasses, catnip, and it still contains things like crude protein and crude fat, the basic things you would see in any other cat treat. So, even if no matter what you feed your cat, like whether it's an omnivore, vegan, carnivore diet or whatever, this is, sorry, my ear is really scratchy. This is a good opportunity just to reduce suffering in one other way. It's very affordable. I think it was $4, so try these out. That's that. The next thing would be these Eco Tools, which are, they're makeup brushes. I don't know if you can see it. Basically, it says Eco Tools by Alicia Silverstone. And obviously, if you already have makeup brushes, there's no sense in buying more stuff. We really need to cut down on stuff and consumerism in this country or in this world, really. But if you're in the market, these are a great option because, for one thing, they're vegan, so these are not animal. It's totally cruelty-free hair. The other thing is it's made out of recycled aluminum, bamboo, and they come in a really cute makeup pouch, which I would show you, but it's actually wash, sorry. And the makeup pouch is made out of organic, all-natural hemp and cotton, and it's lined with, recycled PET. And it was funny, even the tag, even like the little tag when I first bought it was made out of like tree-free stone paper. So, and it's, Alicia Silverstone, I'm sure you've heard, she's a great advocate for the environment, for animals, and for health. So these are awesome. They work really well. I love them. And the other cool thing is that you can find these anywhere. Like, I found these at Ralph's out of all places. You don't even have to go to a health food store to find them. And I think they have them at places like Target and Walmart. I haven't been to Walmart in years, but if that's all you have, then these are a good option. So try that. Next thing would be is this essential oil. This is from Oracacia, but I guess you can use, any type of essential oil. And the reason I like this is because, for one thing, it's summertime. And I never really had this problem until I moved to California, so I don't know if it's a California thing. But I've always had issues with bugs since I moved here. Like, they just love to invade my house. But what I noticed is that you can just drop some of this in your natural cleaning solutions. It's a natural bug repellent. Bugs hate it. Fleas hate it. It's good if you have dogs and cats. So, I don't want to kill the bugs and everything, but I can steer them away. If they don't like it, they won't come here. And the other thing is that, I love to put this in my coconut oil when I wash my body because it's a natural, kind of like a natural perfume. And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't know the thing about fragrance, which is that if the label of a product has fragrance on it, and this obviously doesn't, I'm just using an example, but if it does, fragrance can actually stand for thousands of chemicals that are not required to be on the label, and it's very, very, very toxic. So if you see something with fragrance, just don't buy it. There's a big difference between something having a natural scent, an organic scent, than actually being fragrance. You don't want fragrances. So this is a nice little option. And you can get many scents. You don't have to get lavender. There's all sorts of cinnamon, all kinds of nice stuff. So that's that. The other thing are these Eco Nuts. And I know everyone laughs at the name, but they're really great, I promise. So these are a laundry detergent, and the reason I wanted to show these is because these are really the most cost-effective and most convenient way to wash your clothes, obviously clothes, laundry. And they're certified organic, they're fragrance-free, hypoallergenic, biodegradable, non-toxic, kills odors, and they're nut allergy safe. And the reason that is because even though they're called nuts, they're actually these berry casings. So can you see? There you go. And so what you do is you take about like maybe about 5 of these and put it in this little baggie and tie it. And the box comes with 2 bags. And then you just throw it in your wash like usual. And you just wash as you normally would. You don't have to add fabric softener or anything. And then that's it. And then when you're done, you take it out and let it dry. And it cleans perfectly because in nature, these little, I guess, berry shells actually create a natural soap. And it absorbs all odors. It doesn't smell bad or anything like that. It's perfectly hygienic. And the cool thing is that once you have it in here, just a set of 4 or 5 of these berry cases or nuts, I guess, it'll last you up to 10 loads. So this whole box, this little box, is actually good for 100 loads. And if you think about that, I bought this for $8 for 100 loads. That's really, really cost effective. And also, if you travel, all you need is this. You know, it's great for traveling. It's great for camping. I used to love to camp, so that, you know, that's great. You don't have to waste a plastic bottle. You don't have to waste another huge box. You don't have to lug around all that stuff. So this is great. Yay. So try Eco Nuts. The next thing I have over here is this Califia Farms almond milk. So I love to make my own almond milk at home and my own hemp milk. But a little while ago, my blender broke, and I kind of procrastinated on buying a new one. And so I decided to try this out, and it's seriously, out of any plant milk I've ever tried, no matter whether it's soy, coconut, anything, this is seriously the most delicious milk store-bought milk I've ever tried. So, and you know, I used to love milk growing up. I'm not proud of it, like I'm talking about cow's milk, but I can tell you, as someone who loved it and knows the taste very well, if you're, you know, worried about transitioning, yeah, to like a plant-based milk, like if you're just going vegan or just simply giving up dairy, you won't miss it at all with this stuff. It is so delicious. And my favorite flavor is actually the toasted coconut with almond, but they didn't have it last time, so I got this, which tastes just good. This is the creamy original. You can also get the vanilla. It's good too. And this is obviously dairy-free, soy-free, gluten-free. It's made with non-GMO almonds. It has 50% more calcium than cow's milk. No fat, no cholesterol. It's high in vitamin E and has rich in antioxidants. And seriously, it's just delicious. Like, you have to try this. If anything, yeah, just try it. It's so good. The other thing I have is this. It's a reusable paper towel. And as you can see, it's like, what is it? There's like 3 snappies, little snap buttons. So you can snap them together. I want to say that about 10 came in a pack, but I don't really remember. I'm sorry. Some of them are in the wash too, or else I would have counted. But they're just made out of terry cloth, and they're great. They clean very well. And I got these through, I think it's called Ann Riggs Designs from, yeah, she has an Etsy shop, Ann Riggs Designs. And yeah, they're very, very cute. They're very cute on the paper towel roll. But that's not why I'm saying that I recommend them to you. It's because, you know, even as like somebody who, since I moved out of my parents' house years ago and everything like that, even as like a single person household, I would say I probably used about 2 to 3 paper towels a month, if not at least 1, you know? And that's a lot of paper. And I have to say this, even though I hate saying this, but no, I don't, because it's a pet peeve of mine. Paper towels are a pet peeve. And I know we can't always be perfect when we're out and about. Like, there may be times where I'm out somewhere where I literally have to use a paper towel. It happens. But in our home, to be able to use reusable paper towels, it makes such a difference. I mean, we're already killing enough trees as it is. And these cost anywhere between, on Etsy, so many people sell them on Etsy. They cost anywhere between $20 to $50. I got them for $40. I think Ann Riggs is actually having a sale from what I saw. But if you don't want to buy them, you know, you can always make your own out of your own fabric. You can use old t-shirts for rags. Just anything to reduce our waste. When I also use like reusable napkins, and I carry around a handkerchief, and I keep one at work, and I try to keep one in my car for when I eat out. So just great, and if anything, they're really cute. They're a great conversation starter when you have guests over and they see these little cloth paper towels. But, yeah. So try these. I think that's it for my favorite things. I don't know. Let me check my pile. I should be more organized. I will with my next video. Let me check for this. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. So thank you so much for joining me for my very first video. I guess you now can subscribe here on my YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to my blog at greenlilies.com, and I'll put a link below so you can follow my daily entries. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Tumblr. So have a nice day, and thank you. Bye.